Hi everyone, I'm Dana Podell. I'm a physical therapist and a yoga therapist specializing in women's health. And this is a prenatal yoga practice. For practice today, you're gonna need 2 blocks, and I recommend actually putting them to the top of your mat so that they're easy to grab when you need them. 2 blankets. You can just grab blankets from your couch or your bed, and then 1 yoga bolster. If you don't have a bolster, go to your couch, grab a firm cushion. That's all you need is a firm pillow. And then let's go ahead and get started, and we're gonna start standing up. So just starting to stand and find your way into a comfortable standing position. And I recommend standing with your feet as wide as the outer edges of your hips. During pregnancy, the pelvis actually widens to create space for a growing baby. So you want to stand with a wider stance in between your feet to help you balance a little bit easier and just to find more comfort and ease in the hips and the muscles of the pelvic floor. And let's start by placing the hands on the belly, a soft bend to the knees. And you're more than welcome to close your eyes. If you notice when you close your eyes, you start to feel like it's hard to balance or even a little bit dizzy, just open the eyes and look down to the floor. Hands on the lower belly. And start to feel your feet connecting down into the mat beneath you. Grounding, rooting your body into your very sacred and special yoga practice today. And beginning to notice the breath, taking a nice inhale through your nose, filling up the belly. Notice a little expansion in the belly as you inhale, and then exhale through the lips like you're blowing out through a straw. And feel the belly draw in. So when you're pregnant, the muscles in the abdomen start to stretch, the muscles in the pelvic floor start to stretch, and we can actually move these muscles with the breath and help to strengthen them, which is really important during pregnancy. So you inhale, you expand the belly and the pelvic floor, and then as you exhale out through pursed lips, feel the belly draw in. One more time like this. It's a slow, steady inhale to expand your belly, even your pelvic floor, and then you exhale, drawing the belly in. Feeling connected to your body and feeling connected to the growing baby that is inside of you. One more inhale just like this. And full breath out, exhale. If your eyes are closed, gently blink the eyes open, and let's start to do some circles with the hips. Any direction is fine, just finding a sense of ease as you roll the hips around, coming forward on the inhale and back on the exhale. Almost feeling as if you were doing this movement in water. We're starting to move and pay attention to the second sacral chakra, which is right to your lower abdomen, which is very connected to pregnancy and birth. And the element associated with this chakra is water. So feel this fluidity in your pelvis. Almost imagining there's water in your pelvis starting to move around, creating waves with a sense of ease. Good. The next time you come forward, try the other direction. Nice big circles with the pelvis. Inhale forward and exhale back. Take your time. Getting to know your changing body during this pregnancy. every week in pregnancy is different. Your body is constantly changing. And can you find a bit of ease and flow with these changes? That's the second sacral chakra, the ability to ebb and flow, to change as you go through this pregnancy. And then from here, start to make the circles a little bit smaller. With every revolution, the circle is going to get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller until finally you're standing up nice and tall. We take a big inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead, and exhale, palms touch, bring the hands together in front of your chest. One inhale as you reach the arms up. And one full exhale as the hands come down. Final time, inhale, filling up that ease and flow. And exhale, hands come down. And then from here, find one of your blocks. And take your block and place it in between your thighs, up towards the pubic bone, actually up towards your pelvic floor muscles. Toes are pointing forward, knees are pointing forward, hips are pointing forward. Let's start with the hands in front of the chest. We inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squatting down, chair pose. Bottom goes back. Take a seat as you squeeze your inner thighs in towards the block. Inhale, nice and tall. Reach the arms down. And exhale, sit, chair pose. Starting to really warm up through the legs, engaging the muscles. One more time, inhale, stand. And then exhale, sink down, chair pose, and place your hands to your belly. We're gonna hold here, taking an inhale through your nose, filling up the belly. And then exhale out through your lips. Draw your belly in and up, like you're hugging the baby in towards your spine to engage your deep core muscles. Try that again. Inhale, belly expands, still holding chair. Exhale, draw the belly in. One more time. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, draw the belly in. Beautiful. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Drop the hands down. Take the block out in between your thighs and come to the very top of your mat. Both blocks will go to their highest height, right at the top of your mat. And we'll take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then exhale, it's a forward fold. As you come down and separating the feet to the outer edges of your hips, as wide as the outer edges of your hips. This is going to create space for your belly. This is going to create space for your tailbone to reach back behind you. And just pause here for a moment. Find length in the spine to start. Inhale, push the feet down. Exhale, actively push your bottom back behind you, and you might start to feel your two sitting bones widen and spread apart. And this spreading action helps to open the pelvic floor, to stretch the pelvic floor. And let's take 3 slow, long, deep breaths here, activating through the legs by pushing the feet down, feeling as if you're trying to separate your feet away from each other, to separate the sitting bones and push the bottom back. One more inhale. And full breath out, exhale. Beautiful, staying connected to the ease and flow of your breath. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward, your right foot back, and lower the right knee down onto the mat. If you need to grab one of the blankets and put the blanket underneath your knee, go for it. Blocks can be highest height, maybe medium height. And we're coming into a low lunge. Same idea, create some width in between your feet. So your legs are on 2 separate train tracks. You're gonna inhale, lean forward, low lunge, lift your chest, your throat, your chin, your eyes. Exhale, hips go back and start to straighten through the left leg as much as you can. Point the left toes up to the ceiling, extend through the back of the leg. One breath, one movement. Inhale forward and exhale back. Take your time. Inhale, a sense of ease and flow, almost as if you're being held by water. And then exhale all the way out. Beautiful. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Last time, inhale forward. Exhale, stretching through the back of the left hamstring down into the bottom of the left foot. We inhale, we come forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, giant step forward, back into our wide-legged forward fold. Just for one inhale, maybe blocks to the highest height. Give your belly space, separate your feet. Exhale from here, it's gonna be your left foot that steps back. Lower the left knee down and look at your legs. Make sure they're not one in front of the other. Step the right foot out to the side. You still want the blocks to frame the right foot. You can keep the back toes tucked for stability. You inhale forward, lifting chest, throat, chin, even the eyes, and then exhale, send the hips back and start to straighten through the right leg. Right toes flex up to the ceiling. Inhale forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, hips go back. This sense of ease and flow, right? That's the idea, this ever-changing forward motion of pregnancy, right? A lot of creation is happening in the womb center, right where the second sacral chakra lives. Keep moving forward and back. And you're trying to find ease with all of this change by essentially going with the flow. The breath is a great way to find that ease. One more inhale forward into a low lunge. Exhale into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose as you go back. Beautiful. From here, coming back into a low lunge. Take your right foot, step it back, come onto both knees. The blocks will go off to the side. Coming to hands and knees, tabletop position. Let's take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the throat, lift the chin, lift the eyes. Exhale, rounding through your spine, coming into cat. Easy inhale, looking up. And exhale out, rounding in. Can you start to do this with about 60% of your effort? So it doesn't need to be the hardest thing in the world. Be easy with yourself. Finding this effortless connection of breath to movement. Feeling your body as you move. One more inhale. Exhale, rounding in. On your next inhale, bring the big toes to touch, the knees wide. We're sitting back into child's pose, and you might find it's easier if your hips are lifted and you rest your forehead on a block. If you don't have a block, another option is to stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands, just as long as your forehead is touching either the floor, a block, or your hands. Allowing the back of your head, your forehead, your eyes to completely release and soften. As you inhale, feel the breath move into the back of your body. And as you exhale, you release. Full breath in. Long breath out. Very, very slowly wiggle the fingers, come back up to hands and knees, and then take a seat onto your bottom. You might want to sit onto a blanket. It's a really good option to lift your hips up, to feel more supported from the bottom. And crossing either at the ankles, maybe at the shins, and place the hands back onto the low belly. Activating the core is incredibly important during pregnancy as these muscles stretch, and the best way to do it is with your breath. So take an inhale through your nose, fill your belly into your hands, and then exhale, blow out through your lips like you're blowing out through a straw, and draw the belly in at the same time. Nice, inhale through your nose. Exhale, blow out through your lips. Hug your belly in like you're hugging the baby in towards your spine. 2 more times. And last one, inhale. And keeping your hands on your belly, connected to your womb center, the second sacral chakra, a place of effortless creativity. When in balance, this chakra helps you to birth new ideas, birth a baby, to create with a sense of ease, without effort or straining, connecting to the center of your body. And when you feel ready, very slowly blink the eyes open. And we'll set up for our final restorative. So for this, you're going to need all of your props. You're going to need 2 blocks. And what you'll do is at the back of your mat, put 1 block on its lowest height and the other block on an incline right on top of that block. You're going to take a bolster or a firm couch cushion and rest it right on top of this incline. One of your blankets you're going to use to sit on, and you're going to put it right at the base of the bolster. The other blanket, you're going to open up into a long rectangle, just like this, and then roll it into a long skinny tube, like this. And from here, sit down onto the blanket. You might have to adjust so that it's in the right place. And we're coming into butterfly with the legs, Supta Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet together, knees open out wide. Take the blanket, put it on top of your feet and underneath the knees. So it's wrapping around the outer parts of your legs, and then you're gonna roll back and rest on the bolster. If your hair's in a ponytail like mine, or just somehow up, maybe take it out. It's actually a nice way to release tension in the back of your head and your neck. If you have an eye pillow at home, place an eye pillow over your eyes. And take this time to find a comfortable resting position. If you're cold, grab an extra blanket. The beautiful thing about practicing yoga online at home is that you have all of the comforts of your home around you. So do what you need to get extra comfortable. Allowing the breath to flow in. And feeling the breath flowing out. This is a restorative pose that you can do throughout your entire pregnancy, all the way up until the very end of third trimester, as a way to help the pelvic floor muscles soften and relax, to soften the belly and to support your spine. If you have time, please pause this video and stay for up to 10 minutes. You can really stay here for longer to give yourself adequate time to rest. If you're ready to move out of this shape, take your time, very slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. And then close the knees together like you're closing a book. And roll to your side, resting up on the bolster. So just lie on your side. You can even hug the bolster a little bit. One full breath in here. And long breath out, exhale. Very, very slowly come all the way up to a seated position, finding a comfortable seat. We'll finish with the hands together in front of the chest, bowing the chin towards the chest, finishing with gratitude for your very able and capable body and for all of the work that it's doing to support you and your baby during your pregnancy. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.